Okay. Waiting for the high sign from the boss. Okay. Good morning, everyone, to Art with Liz here in the Hoboken Library in beautiful downtown Hoboken, New Jersey. It is an extremely hot day in July 2026. First of all, thank you to the Hoboken Library for allowing us to have these hybrid classes, and I welcome those of you who are attending either on YouTube or in the comfort of your home studio on Zoom, and kudos to those of you who came on foot and are here in person. It's already, I think, close to 90 degrees. So you are my intrepid, loyal artists if you came in person. We are in July, and our theme for July is early American artists, since we are in the month of celebrating our 250th anniversary. Apologies to those of you who are here in person, but there seems to be a light issue above my head. Some flickering lights. Well, we may need some new light bulbs, but I don't know if you can. I mean, now they're okay. They were flickering.
Which one?
I think both of these were flickering, but they seem to be okay. Anyway, we're dealing with that.
You touch them, they'll censor.
Yeah, I know. I've worked with these kind of lights in
Is
gallery.
it bothering you?
It was distracting to me. I don't know if anyone else
What
noticed.
about now?
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Thanks
Okay.
so much. Bravo to Raul. Raul runs the library, so if you see him around, say hi and thank you very much. He came in to turn off the air conditioning for us because much as we love it on a hot day like today, it gets chilly here. Anyway, enough of that stuff. So we're in the month of July. We're celebrating early American artists, and we have an artist of focus today whom we are going to look at in a slideshow of her work first, and then I'm going to invite you to do art of your own. Our artist for today is Anna Claypool Peale, and she's very early American. She was born in 1791, so right at the inception of our nation. And one of the interesting things about Anna Claypool Peale, she came from a dynasty of artists. The Peale family, almost all of them were artists. And most importantly for her, her father was a renowned artist. She was born in Philadelphia, and her father, James Poole, was a miniaturist. And Anna Claypool Peale herself became quite famous for painting miniatures. Miniatures were the thing of her day. Miniature paintings were like Instagram portraits in the early period of American history. If you wanted a memory or a keepsake of your loved one, you went to an artist and had them paint a miniature. And I'm talking small. And miniatures were painted on ivory. And they were frequently worn on a chain around the neck or carried in the pocket, sometimes attached to a watch fob, a chain attached to a pocket watch, so that the owner could frequently feel or touch or look at the portrait of the loved one. She was born March 6, 1791, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And she was born into a very large family. She was the third daughter and the fourth child of 6 children. Under her father's guidance, she began studying portraiture. He was her main teacher and mentor. And here we go, looking at her work. Her father and her brothers co-founded the first American Art Academy, and that was called the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts. And Anna served a 5-year apprenticeship with her father and later joined his studio as an equal partner. She started her career quite young, and she was quite an entrepreneur in her own right. At the age of 14, she painted 2 landscapes, which immediately sold, and that was the beginning of her career. At age 20, in 1811, she participated in the first exhibition at the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, which was also her first major exhibition. She exhibited a still life in oils. And 3 years later, in 1814, she had her first group group of 3 miniatures at the Pennsylvania Academy's annual exhibition, 2 years after her father retired. And when he retired, she became the main artist of the family business, which was pretty amazing since her sisters and her brothers were all artists. Well, not all of them, but most of them were artists. Unfortunately, though, at that particular time, the War of 1812 broke out, and the family business kind of got stalled for a while because people were too busy dealing with the war to buy miniatures. She and her sister Sarah, though, in 1824, 12 years later, became the first women elected as academicians to the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts. Her uncle, Charles Willson Peale, was an important figure in the introduction of miniature painting in the American colonies. So she followed in the footsteps of both her father and her uncle, but worked alongside them and eventually became the leader of the family business. She married twice. Her first husband was William Stoughton. She married him August 27th, 1829, but he unfortunately died fairly soon after they married, and then she remarried in 1841 General William Duncan. And then she retired fairly soon after marrying him. She lived to the ripe old age of 87 and died in, hold on a minute, oops. She died December 25th, 1878 in Philadelphia. So what distinguished her work from the other miniature painters? She did not use oils. She used watercolor on ivory. And most of the other miniature painters were using bright colors, but she preferred darker, richer more intense color in her work. Let's look at more of them. They're very pretty. I myself put her more in the category of folk art. But when you think about the period of time in which she lived, instruction was, I don't want to use the word limited, but it was not, it was in the European tradition, but they did not have access to the information that European artists had at that time. They had some of the same materials, but not really the breadth of knowledge. Some of her proportions are not very precise, but I think the charm of the features and the expression on her sitters' faces are quite wonderful. Good morning, Dan. She also did still lifes, but I don't have those in this slideshow. Did I mention that it was her brother and her uncle who founded the Pennsylvania Academy of Art? Some of her most famous sitters were President James Monroe and President Andrew Jackson, Senator and Colonel Richard Mentor Johnson, as well as an ambassador, scientist, and theologians. Numerous men and women from Philadelphia, Boston, Baltimore, Washington, and Richmond, Virginia, including many businessmen and their wives, also became sitters. She sometimes exhibited under her two married names, Mrs. Stoughton when her husband was still alive, and Mrs. Duncan when the second husband was alive, which is interesting because her bio said she stopped painting after she married that gentleman. So that's kind of a mystery. But again, look at the darker, richer colors in this painting. She did at one point stop doing miniatures and started doing larger paintings. This feels like a bigger work. Isn't she sweet? I mean, I want to meet this person. So her uncle said, quote, "Her merit in miniature painting brings her into high estimation, and so many ladies and gentlemen desire to sit for her that she frequently is obliged to raise her prices." That's awesome. So she was in high demand. She painted at least 140 works of art in her lifetime. That's a lot. And here is a locket miniature. So you get more of a sense of how these were used. towards the end of her life, miniatures were falling out of favor. They were no longer in fashion. So she chose a good time to pass away. She had no children. She had many nieces and nephews. But again, this to me has a very folk art feeling to it. In proportion, the head way too big for the body itself. But it's very charming. Beautifully rendered fabric on the dress. Those of you who are working with me yesterday notice, hi ladies, notice the way she works with shadow and highlight. Beautifully done. So her work, the miniatures that she was hired to do tend to be very sweet and saccharine, but this to me feels much different. This one feels very real and this word is so overused, but very authentic. Gorgeous color. This may be the last. Yes. All right. Any thoughts, comments, questions, like, dislike? I'm not a huge fan of her work, I must say. I think it's pretty extraordinary what she accomplished, considering the time in which she lived.
How do you make watercolors stick on ivory?
I have no idea.
Correct.
It's a very good question. Miriam just asked, how do you make watercolors stick on ivory? I don't know. I don't know because ivory is very slick and smooth and watercolor is water-based. You would think it would just roll right off, but she was good at doing that. Maybe she textured the surface in some way. Maybe she took some kind of abrasive, like, I don't know if they had sandpaper back in the day, but did something to roughen the surface that she was working on. I don't know. Any other, I mean, it'd be something great to research. I'm sure AI has something to say about that. Whether or not it's accurate, I don't know. Anybody at home have thoughts? I like showing art that is not maybe everyone's cup of tea. I've said this before. I think we need to look at things that are out of our comfort zone to learn.
If that's true, I would give it some ideas.
What, Daniel?
If that's true, I would give it some ideas that are not on the comfort zone.
It may give you new ideas and new ways of seeing and doing things. Yes, that's my intent. All right, no comments? Anyone like her work? I don't mean to turn you off her work.
But this last one, I love it. The
Okay.
color and the depth and
Yep.
the person is more mature. to me, and I think she's beautiful. So
Okay,
I
so
can't believe it's a small painting. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to imagine how small it really is.
yes, now I'm not sure if this doesn't feel like a miniature to me. This feels like it may be a larger painting.
Mhm.
Now, when you say mature, you're saying the subject of the painting is more mature, or
Yes, yes,
Oh.
and it's so fanciful or so sweet, but more adult.
I agree. Yes. Thanks, Robin. Heather, what were you saying?
I know you'd like to stretch off, but oftentimes I think that art itself is not inspired. Like their lives might be, but like maybe I want to see something that I'm inspired to do, and I don't, like
This is not inspiring.
I want to.
Oh,
I think the reason because like that time period, this is actually one of many art style that many people have done that same art style. I mean, it's good, but it's something that people haven't seen a lot.
well, it was definitely during her lifetime. It was in vogue. So she was like the Andy Warhol of her day. Everybody wanted her work and would pay money to purchase her paintings. But in our day and our aesthetic, it's not that exciting to us, for sure.
Even in the time in some museums, I have seen like one famous artist that portray a person like a mannequin, no? Like you cannot feel an emotion. It's a good artistic technique. So I like that picture. And this last one, I actually feel this is very well. It's very much.
Okay. She does have an ability to show expression in her subjects' faces. I agree.
I feel like, I mean, I looked at some of her work before today, and I feel like I didn't see this piece, but this one is feeling a little bit more like sinister in a way. I think because it's like half in darkness, and it feels like maybe like she has more of an opinion on the center than some of the other.
Okay. It's interesting.
But also maybe that like shadow just shows like the beauty.
Well, I did say in the beginning of the slideshow that she was unique amongst the group of miniature painters in that she liked the darker, richer colors. So, for example, see if I can find another one. This kind of imagery was what most miniature painters did. Very light, bright colors. But she personally preferred this. And she became known for this kind of work. This was unusual for her time. That's interesting. Sinister. All right. No more comments. So here are options for today. I invite you to take a selfie and create a self-portrait in miniature. I personally do not do well drawing small, so this to me would be an incredible challenge. Another option is to copy an Anna Claypool Peel portrait, and I will put an image up on the screen, probably this one or one similar to this. And finally, you could do a portrait of someone else. If there is someone in this class who is willing to allow you to take a picture of them, or you could search your own photo library for a picture of someone that you would like to draw or paint. If you are here in class, I have brought in watercolor paints, soft pastels, colored pencils, and regular number 2B pencils today, and drawing paper for media that you can use. One thing I did not bring is the acrylic paints because it was so hot today, and they are quite heavy. Any questions? Now, Heather and anyone else who is not feeling inspired by this artist, feel free to do your own thing. That is always an option in these classes. And if you've never done portraiture before, I'm here to help. Most of the folks in this group have done this. If you were with me yesterday, you were even doing something close to portraiture. We good to go? All right, have some serious fun. I'm going to stop this share now, folks at home, just letting you know. And I'm going to put a picture up by Anna Claypool Peel. Let's try something different, although I did love the color in that portrait. Those of you who are new to doing portraits, I recommend that you do full face. Trying to do a 3/4 profile is difficult. I think this woman is quite interesting looking. Let's see people's reaction to her. What do you think? That's a little blurry. Maybe I can make her.
I like your outfit.
Yeah, the outfit is cool. Now, I made it smaller to make it more distinct. Folks at home, can you see her? It's okay?
Yep, it's good.
Okay. Now, reminders about proportion of the human face. Remember, the nose from the bridge to the tip is 1 eye length. This woman's mouth, although it does fit proportion, if you drop a pencil from the pupil straight down, it hits the outer corner of the lips. The width of the face is 5 eye lengths wide. The eye level is halfway down the face. The nose is halfway between the eyes and the chin. And the lips are halfway between the bottom of the nose and the chin. Yeah, I encourage you to use watercolors because Ms. Peel used watercolors, but you don't have to. Soft pastels are a lovely media to do portraiture. if you are doing a child, remember that the forehead of children is much bigger than older people, even an older child. Past toddler age, the brain is growing and the skull is hardening. And the proportions change. There's a pencil sharpener, Alina, the electric sharpener. It might be easier for you.
Or we were so late today. We
Oh.
decided to drive instead of take the bus.
Big mistake.
Ladies.
Yes. Next time, call me. I'm doing my phone. Did you get the email? Oh, gosh, just eat it. You really want it. See how tiny you can do this. I took the two course that Betty Essel's, the drawing on the right side of the brain feature.
Oh, I did it. You need cross portrait. It's so small, it's different.
She told me my style was to draw small, but I think she was wrong. I do not like. Ever made draw. She took my pencil out of my hand and drew on my phone. Something a teacher can never.
So should I go big or small? Yeah, I think. Okay.
I guess.
My home artist good? Yes. Small.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to photograph. Well, I can see that. Yeah, it's going to come with it. Okay. Fine. But as long as it's not too bad. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Big shadows. See. Yeah, the leaves. Basically, it's, blind.
you know,
Yeah. Very, you were to school.
and I was thinking through the shape, which I- what I did. So there's marketing here, it's marketing here, whatever. No,
The basis. In fact, if the other one is not hot,
Yeah.
she gets some gorgeous stuff.
All right.
This is beautiful. This is. Okay. The cheek, but not much, and then fairly straight until we come down to the jaw, which is the lower cap. You see it? So there's a bit of a curve here up by the eye. And then it's relatively straight until you get to here. So below the lip. It's really right where the chin Yoko starts. The curvature of the chin, and then it angles in towards the bottom of the chin.
I made portraits a lot, I mean, a lot of portraits for my music. I didn't think it's perfect for the picture, but it'll do. Oh, yeah. My dad is actually really good person. I don't know he's struggling with Parkinson's. But he's not gonna get help. Everybody. I went to Nostalgia Con, we did this convention. Yeah, where you get to voice some of the stuff. I went to voice actor because he was kind of like left or something like that. And when you keep catching the things that he was doing while we were on top of water. And then when I saw his friend, his friend, then I confirmed he also had one. And anyway, father is still in good spirits.
What? How long was it?
I think he got his 80.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I will take a picture and show it.
Very great. These are very hard to draw. They're one of the hardest things.
I think, to draw. Robin, you good?
Yes, I'm trying to draw a couple that I had a photograph from 30 years ago. So it's a very interesting process. The girl is,
Pleasure, double the fun.
I've known her since I was 5, and she's with her husband. So I'm going to visit them, and I hope to have this to bring to them.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Margot? You good?
Yes. I did a little portrait of a black woman,
Of what?
black woman.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
But yeah, but a lot of background noise here. I'm on mute.
Okay. Have fun.
Show you. There we go. My off. You see?
Oh, sorry. I can't really see, and in order for me to enlarge you, oh, wow. Who is this person? Because you're breaking up. Your sound is,
It's just a woman in a turban. I don't know who.
okay.
I have a source photo.
What are you using charcoal?
No, pencil and
That's
erase.
pencil. Wow. Gorgeous darks and lights. All
Yeah.
right. Congrats.
Yeah, we're. Nope. There it is. And I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, we had, it's all, sitting off. That's not. Yeah, I like this work very much. It's fine. Yeah. That's ours, last off. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Let's say 60. Should I-
That are bonus.
I'm okay. I'm okay, yeah, I see that shot in there, yeah.
And then shadow.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
Features of the face. Night shadow. And light inside the face. Shadow. So, yay. Well, that's good for water. Yes, so the cloudy sky behind the porch. That's what they did, they always have the clouds. Right. This is- I love the fact that she was really for many years the main breadwinner of this family. I think it's pretty awesome. According to her uncle, she was in such high demand that she charged a lot of money for each work. of art. I don't know what's true. I mean, in the beginning of the article I read, it said when she married the second husband in 1841, she retired. But then further along, it said sometimes she signed for work with her married name. What that? I don't think she stopped. Doesn't sound like she had time for show.
That one of my stuff again.
It's a whole genre.
Yeah.
I don't think you get tired of drawing. You prefer it. Okay, don't worry about it. But I'm not experimenting with it. I'm not using watercolors.
Okay. So I don't want.
They're giving out free N95 masks in New York City today because they expect the wildfire smoke is going to be so bad today. So just letting everyone know.
It looks like a lot big pollution, but I didn't know it was wildfires.
Yes, in the Midwest. It's so hot in the Midwest and so dry. They've been having drought for so long. I forget which states, I think Minnesota, Montana. It's bad. I'm scrolling through the headlines in the Times to see if I can find the article.
But, you know, but to stay, and want to go to Rome.
Not finding it. which states are having the wildfires in the Midwest?
Like Colorado.
Toronto wakes up to fires. Toronto wakes up to an orange sky as wildfire smoke pours into the US Northeast. Ontario. Wildfire smoke spreads across the Northeast as temperatures spike. Wildfire smoke from Canada and the Great Lakes. So yeah, it's around the Great Lakes that the wildfires are happening. The Dakotas, Minnesota. Terrible. Salt Lake City, record heat, the Northern Plains. Robin and Margot, you good?
Yes, all good. All good here too.
Good. Before I forget, I'm promoting a concert. We're having a free concert tomorrow night in Sinatra Park, right on the waterfront in Hoboken, starting at 7 p.m. It is called Songs of Freedom. It's going to be all local artists, and they will be performing protest songs. And if you are willing, you can bring gift certificates from ShopRite to help out families, refugee families. I am also going to be giving out postcards to get out the vote, nonpartisan postcards to get out the vote in the state of Ohio.
I have North Carolina.
You have North Carolina. Heather is my favorite champion postcard writer. We have till October to get out the vote, folks. I also have 200 postcards. Yes. 200 more to come. What? Yeah, we should do another one of those. We did 100 the other night. We had a small group up at Napoli's Uptown. It was fun. Yeah. I got there late, unfortunately. I thought it started at 7. They started at 6:30. Had the puppy, had a Stacy and the puppy.
Weird. I don't know. It's good. Wait, Heather, did you like so?
I one suggestion, and this we've got artists forget about this, but the crown of the head. So, what?
Yeah. We tried.
Good.
So. No, I tried it. This is beautiful. I tried it. I don't think you're what's not. Choose the law. I don't care who it is. I don't care who's the person is. Yeah, it's a very nice. It's a very nice. This space is very big. So, but also rain. It's very close. I just don't think the place. True.
All right, where you can see it. Regardless of it. But it's. Now I would let it. I will skip it. Let it dry and do details, highlights. Very nice. I would like. Like. It's very your nature, it's spreading.
Oh. Wow.
His grandson.
I studied like.
My grandson. Joseph Giuseppe Giulini. 1920, Italian by birth and American by choice.
Do it like.
A little early to, oh no, it's 12:11. Do we want to share or do we want to beat the heat and get home before it's too hot?
Oh.
Do we want to share? Raise your hand if you want to share. Daniel, you're the only one. Well, oh, you two ladies want to share? Okay, we can share. We better do it now, though. I didn't realize how late it was. We're gonna share folks here first. I'm gonna stop share of this picture. Sorry, Yoko. She's going bye-bye. She's going bye-bye. Bye, Judy. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming. All right, Daniel, you're first. Come on up. Watch the chair and the wires. Come on.
All right. I mean, two, you can see.
Oh, wow.
Father, it's awesome.
Wow, what a person. Who is that? Oh,
My dad.
it's an amazing. Love it.
Pastel, right?
Yeah, there's a using pastel.
Wonderful.
And the next one, yeah, I tried a watercolor miniature because of the exercise.
Oh, wow. Very good. Pretty good. Very good.
Sweet cat. Love it.
Great. Great.
Very cool.
Wonderful work.
You're welcome.
Wants to go to. Oh, Jasmine. Jasmine. Yeah. The Jasmine. Jasmine, sorry. So good. Hi, Jasmine.
I did a little.
Oh, very good. That's one of the artists.
Um,
This is a,
Working slow, it's relaxed.
yeah, this is a portrait of my partner.
Very cool.
So watercolor and colored pencil.
Mhm.
That's you, yeah. And it is of your friend who should stand, I forget your name.
Carmen.
Arlene. Arlene, stand next to Jazz portrait of you, so the folks can see. Check this out. Wow.
Pose. Very nice. Well done.
Nina, you want to share?
Yeah. Don't forget it.
I also did two. I did chalk pastel with some,
This is Jazz.
and this is
Awesome,
jasmine.
yes.
Very
Nice, right? Wow, brilliant.
And then I did like another version of it. That
Oh,
Okay. Different colors. Very nice.
fun, it's
Like
super.
them both.
yeah.
Nina used colored pencil that overlays some different colors of colored pencil. Just does wonderful textural things. Aline, are you gonna share? Yeah. Okay, quick, we're running out. You did so great today.
So cute.
Yeah, good.
This is my grandfather.
Wow,
This is 1920.
well done.
You can't see it much. I got a photograph of him holding the American flag with his brothers. It said, born, I'm Joseph Julian Giuseppe. I'm Italian, but I chose to be an American.
I'm so proud of your work, Eileen. Diane, are you gonna share? My black hair? Or just brown hair? Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. The face. It's
Oh,
My granddaughter.
very beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Proud of everybody hearing tonight. Whoa. This is our friend and model, Bill.
Oh, that's Bill?
I had a drawing the other day with Bill. He's closed his eyes, and today I've just put color in his face.
Very good.
It's difficult to do, so it's not a beautiful drawing, everyone. Love that cross-hatching technique. Well done.
Thank
And
you.
you use pastel and colored pencil?
Color pencil.
Only colored pencil?
Yeah, I use a pastel a little bit,
Okay,
but its paper is really flat and doesn't stay well. So
yeah.
most of the time it's color pencil.
Love it.
So I did a miniature. This is my niece.
Beautiful. We're gonna let this one dry,
Right.
and then you're gonna
Good
add
one too.
highlights.
Really nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Colors are great.
It looks more smaller. You did extremely well. Don't go through.
This was a lady on the screen improvised. Oh, nice.
Beautiful. This, you were working from the Anne Playful Peel
Uh-huh.
portrait. Gorgeous. You started with colored pencil and then went into watercolor.
Yes.
Gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Here comes Alina. I'm so thrilled with everybody's work today. It was worth coming in the heat. Right?
I made a miniature portrait of my daughter.
Very sweet.
She was 6 months old here.
Very nice. How old is she now?
She's 6.5.
6.5. Oh, she's gorgeous.
Trying to.
Baby. Love it.
That's the class.
Hard to do family members.
We're done here for the people here. Margot, we're gonna make it first. Let me highlight you. Gonna make you bigger. Hold on 1 minute.
Hold it. This is small. Small.
Talk about feeling in a portrait. This one really carries a lot of feeling and emotion.
That's beautiful, Margot. Really
And
strong.
a very difficult position that the woman's face and head is in. Bravo. Whoops.
Thanks.
Well done. All right, thank you. Great shading technique too. All right, Robin.
Okay, so wait a minute.
We're waiting.
Okay, are you there? Yeah. So this is the picture of my friend and her husband.
Oh, yeah.
And this, I
Oh, bravo.
started, yeah. I have a bit more work to do on it, but
You
I
do.
made myself do this. I didn't think I could, so.
Very
This
nice skin tones. And that's the hardest part. Once you get that down, you're good to go.
Okay.
Job.
Congrats.
And good kudos for you for attempting it. It's hard to do, people, you know,
Yes.
and keep your
Great, Margot.
out of it.
All right, thank you for sharing, Margot and Diane. And Robin, Diane, do you have something to share?
Oh, no, I'm at CVS right now. I had to pick up medicine.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to, finish off the class.
All right. Well, we're glad you got to listen and
Yeah.
participate if just for a while.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're gonna draw this Art with Liz to a close. Anna Claypool Peel was our artist for today. Next week, we'll look at another early American artist. Thank you all for stopping by. As always, art on. Go see art, do art, enjoy art, however you can. Art will change the world. Take care,